Sweet sauce. Welcome to episode 116 of Peace Talk. This is the Peace Dealer, back in the flow of things. I mean, this past weekend was so dramatic and intense and quite a doozy. So I'm just happy to be in Leo season. Shout out to the Leos like Empress. Shout out to Michelle and Steph and everyone else in the live chat. Today we have a super duper awesome guest. Thank you for joining us. How are you, Katyana?
I'm doing great, and thank you for having me, actually. I'm very, very nervous. You, my spiritual crush, one of them. Yeah.
Oh,
So for me, it's big. I'm all nervous. And I had also crazy downloads for this show, for your talk. So, Peace Talk, sorry, so crazy.
Well, I'm looking forward to the downloads for sure. I'm flattered to know one of your crushes too. That's really awesome.
Yeah.
I reached out to you because someone told me that you had made this video. I think it was Michelle. So shout out
Michelle
to Michelle.
Ose, yeah. Yes.
Michelle
Thank you so much, Michelle. Yeah.
And I checked out the shout out to Miyagi. And the video was super awesome, super heartwarming. I'm very honored. I liked how you kind of pointed out basically like my mercurial trickster ways, how I like to come off as stupid and kind of play around, but not to be misled. That was like in a nutshell a lot of what I do. So it was really awesome to really see that. It came at the right time, and now I'm glad to have you here. And I know you mentioned earlier the numerology of today, which if I add it up now, I believe is 7, 8 numerology, right?
24/7, and 2019 it's a 12, it's a 3, right?
Yeah.
And it's a crazy, it's a crazy thing. Yeah, I'll let you keep going and I tell you after what I got.
Okay, so the numerology is actually 3. I wanted to make sure I got it right. So you got 3 plus 7, which is 10, plus. Oh, I thought it was 7. Okay,
that's a 7 at the end. Yeah,
7 numerology. All right.
The energy is 7 right now today at 3 p.m. At 3 p.m. But me, what I do when I do numerology, I take pretty much all number and I put them, I don't know. I will take like 24, 7, and 12, and I will, and translate that, and then I will go deeper and deeper.
Oh, that's amazing.
So it gives me more insights because I don't do numerology like that. I just love it, I think it's so accurate.
Yeah.
I also, what I do on my videos, I usually do my videos live, and when I stop, I take the numerology on it, and it's always accurate to my message. And I don't know, I don't mean it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's something that's fascinating. On the surface, it may not appear that way the most, but numerology does end up being like super accurate for the names, for the events too. It's something that can seem easy to debunk and prove wrong, but I've never seen it debunked yet, outside of people just not believing it. And that's definitely something that I'm seeing as a super huge wave of that we're having to, like, I guess as a community and as individuals in this craft, like really dealing with skepticism and really dealing with people who and influencers who are threatened by what we do. Of course, Chiron and Aries is now attacking our character. Well, not Chiron isn't attacking it, but like whereas Chiron and Pisces healed and expressed this towards like people's perceptions, now it's in Aries. You see people more openly just attacking other people's characters, and of course, it's easy to see this here. There's not a lot of there's really not a lot of, it's black and white is what I'm saying. Like if someone knows that you're into something like this, they automatically see you as a fraud. They automatically see you as a con without even like talking to you, without even like getting to know it. If you were to ask them what they know, they don't know anything about it. So it's like they're allowing an illusion to block them. So much honor, you know, for you being in this field. It's not easy to be in this field. It's riddled with, you know, people who do use it to scam, and then other people who aren't willing to understand it. So to still decide to like help other people and to like express that, all honor to you. That's very
and to
very
you,
awesome.
you inspire so many people. It's crazy what you do in your work is so crazy. I don't think people understand. Some people may not understand what you're doing, but you're smart.
Thank you. Honestly,
you're very smart.
no, I really appreciate it.
I love it. That's why I told you my crush. That's because of you unique, you know what I mean? And your technique is different. I love that. Are we still connected?
Oh, there we go. We got you. Nice. I was like, uh-oh, the interference has already come. But yeah, I love that you have smart water next to you too. That is even better.
I didn't want to show brand, but yeah, you know.
I feel it. Yeah, smart call. So yeah, where do you stay? Are you in the West Coast too? Because I know you said it was 3.
I'm in California, yeah. I'm in California right now.
Nice. How long have you been in California?
8 years.
Nice.
8 years, but I'm planning to leave.
Yep.
Yeah.
One moment. Yeah, so all of the, oh, you're planning to leave. Okay, I was going to say you're right by the ocean. Where do you plan to go?
I'm planning to go back to France first because all my family is over there. I'm French. And then I'm planning to do a trip, kind of pelerinage, you know, kind of. You know, going to Morocco, like Spain, Morocco. Then I will go to probably Senegal, Benin, and I want to go to Egypt. So I would like to do some kind of stuff like that and learn stuff and, you know, bring back stuff, you know.
Which is like really awesome now to see you, like, I guess not, I won't say go back to your roots, but like go to more of the heart where a lot of this comes from, which is so interesting, you know, like a lot of the religions we see, a lot of the people in like Santeria or like the authentic traditional religions, even Christianity and Islam, a lot of people don't know Christianity outright stole elements from these traditional religions, and then kind of like lied. Well, I would say
yeah.
Catholicism. Yeah, there we go. Catholicism, and but all of it, of course, is like you know, based off of the original, you know, traditional paths that were initiated in the Yoruba lands and Togo and Benin. So I think it's pretty nice to see like people kind of go back and be called back there, even if it's not exactly. So what are your where are you from? Clearly your accent is like lovely. I know you get this like a lot. So
yeah, it's French. My accent is French because I was raised there and my parents are French. But my roots, so I've been there all my life and it's been 8 years I'm in the US, okay. But my roots are from, my mother's family is from Italy, Spain, and Israel. And my dad's family from Benin and Nigeria.
No way. So you're Nigerian. You got Nigerian and
yeah, I'm a little bit from everywhere. That's why I like to be like, I'm from the universe. It's less complicated. You know?
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. But my first language when I arrived, it was French. So I speak fluent French.
All right. Yeah. That's beautiful. One of the Romance languages. It's interesting about the conjugation, and do you find that it's similar at all to Spanish?
Oh yes, and Italian.
An Italian, okay. So you can like recognize it.
Oh yeah, totally. I pick up, but I don't tell it too much, so I can know what people say. You know, like when you say "How are you?" in French, you say "Comment ça va?" In Spanish, you say "Come esta?" And in Italian, you say "Come vai?"
Oh wow, that's interesting.
Comment, yeah. So it's about, it's not so. Yeah, it's about the same Latin language, I guess. Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's really beautiful. Yeah, I feel like there's like a hidden spirituality. Maybe not even say spirituality, but like there's a hidden mystic, or okay, we know that occult means hidden, so there's like an occult science in like the French language, perhaps, like maybe in the way things are expressed. Like there's a romantic aspect, but I would say just like any language, like just certain energies, which I think is interesting because French is one of those languages that have been around very closely with, like, once again, some of these like religions, of course, that originated with the other language. So I wouldn't be surprised if like certain spirits would react stronger to the French language than to the English language.
Yes.
Especially which is definitely interesting. So yeah, thank you once again.
It's interesting. Like, it's very interesting what you're saying. I never thought of this. Could be, you're right.
Especially
the language maybe bring a different energy.
Oh yeah, like I'm from the Igbo tribe. There's Yoruba, there's Igbo, so I'm really wanting to learn both Yoruba, but definitely Igbo. Yoruba's a little challenging, but I know my connection with the spirits will be stronger if I spoke with my native tongue, I believe. And like kind of, I know like the Creoles, the people who did like voodoo or hoodoo, I know they had French influence too before they brought that in there. So I know that language is definitely linked to perhaps some of the Orisha too, and I'm sure it's universal. They're going to understand every language.
Yeah, it's a mix of all of it. Because I think even before Nigeria. Oops, sorry, the baby fell. Sorry.
Oh no.
Okay. All right, that's fine. Someone is over there. Yeah.
Cool.
I was saying sorry. Yeah, it comes even like my dad used to tell me that it comes from Nigeria, and then Benin did bring the Orishas, right? And then with the colonization of the Portuguese and the French, I think all this went to Haiti and Brazil, right? But I believe it comes even more far than Nigeria, like somewhere, like I don't know exactly when. I should. I need to research this.
I could believe that too. That would make sense. It may have. Who knows? Like even before there was because a lot of this was oral traditions. They weren't really written down. So who's to really say? And that's just very interesting. So what are your big three? What's your sun, moon, and rising sign?
Haha, I'm a Sagittarius, Leo rising, and moon in Cap. Your favorite.
You got a moon in Cap too.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. I'm so glad to know you're Sagittarius. That's my crush sign. That's what's up.
Yeah. You're a liar. He's a liar. You say, Sagittarius, stop fighting and with Pisces. That's what you say. I remember. You said, no, I can't deal with you guys.
I did.
Told you, I follow you.
And you said your rising is Leo.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So you're definitely like an imperial queen of light, which is really interesting. I'm very interested in like Cap moons with the position because it definitely gives you like the powerful grounding to like express more magic? What's it like to have that Sagittarian awareness and like see everything or see a lot incredibly?
It's amazing. It's
Yeah.
amazing, but it's a burden with others.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because you can see everything, and at the same time, also, if others knows and accept that you see everything, they might not react well to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's exactly
That's,
the Taurus. You say the Taurus sign coming right now. I feel
yeah.
that. You know? Yeah,
That's amazing.
exactly.
And where's your Saturn? Do you know what sign Saturn is in your chart?
Oh yeah, let me see.
Okay.
Let me see. I have my chart somewhere, not far. But yeah, I like being a Sagittarius.
How old is the baby?
The baby is she's 2 years old. It's not mine. Not married, no
Oh,
kids. Looking for a
okay, gotcha.
husband. Hey guys, hey. Right? Okay. I promote myself a little bit. Let me see. Sorry, I'm looking for it. My shot. I was sure it was right here.
Empress knows what's
Oh,
up.
it's right here. I have it. Yeah. So you see my Saturn? My Saturn is in
Yeah.
Virgo. Virgo. I have a lot of
Saturn.
Virgo. Yeah.
Nice. And so your Pluto's in Libra then.
So my Pluto is in Libra, yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. That's very interesting.
It's good.
It's powerful. I would say squaring. So Saturn squares your sun, and then um, Pluto squares your moon. Rebecca, I know where it is now. But that must be pretty harsh, though. It probably like you not only can see, but it's like social interactions must be intense because like you kind of see through the manipulation, or you kind of see through like the tension in a sense, or and let's not even say seeing through, you're gonna feel it as a Cap Moon. I can imagine that's difficult
It's
though.
instinct. It's very instinct. Like I see someone and I already know. And because I
Okay,
awaken, I cannot just deal with people like that, and just like, you know.
interesting. That's
When
very
you're not
interesting.
awakened, you might go with those people and you might get hurt anyway. Mostly when you're Sagittarius, you go, you try until you can't. So, but when you know, it's different.
And how would you say this Neptune transit has like shaken your world since 2012?
Ooh. Yeah, there was a lot. Yeah, it's like a destruction after destruction somehow. Like death
Like,
after death
yeah,
somehow. 12 since 2012. Yeah, I feel like I grow a lot, but it was death after death. I had to die a little bit every year. So it's been
yeah.
painful. It's been painful.
And die is in just like let certain things go that no longer identify with you.
Yeah, of course it's a painful, but it's a blessing, of course, always. Like I can't lie. Like I'm happy where I'm at right now.
Which is great,
Yeah,
which is great. 8 years. What do you feel brought you to California?
I always knew. I've heard like people telling me you always talk about USA, so I have no idea, but I'm here. I think it was
That
destiny. I was supposed to meet someone or awaken here in this land. Funny things
I
is
mean,
like even when I do my cards, I do everything in English. Why I don't do it in my home language? I always get the first message I have. Everything is in English, even in my head. It's so weird.
that's so
And
interesting.
And my English is not
Wow.
even that good. It's just like, but it's just coming that way in English.
I forgot to ask you, what degree is your Capricorn moon?
My Capricorn moon.
And your
24,
Sagittarius sun?
26. 24, 26 for the Capricorn moon. And my
Wow.
sun sign, it's 109.
So you're 1 degree Sagittarius.
1 degree, yeah.
So
And
your moon is
yeah,
your
24
moon
degrees.
is 24. Wow, that's right where my Saturn is, right next to my moon. 24 is a very 24 is actually an Osiris degree. So you're directly connected to Osiris, which is kind of cool. But it now I'm really more interested because I know you mentioned before, for those who aren't aware, Katyana really remarked on how amazing it is about the timing of choosing this day and how like the numerology worked out and everything was powerful. Rebecca pointed out that's where the full moon lunar eclipse was too, 24 degrees. So I think it's interesting because you're 1 degree Sagittarius sun. The moon is 0 degrees Taurus right now, and the sun is 1 degrees Leo. So it's like you're triggering an activation for all of us. And it's crazy because you said you wanted to like channel an activation for us
Wow,
today.
that's crazy stuff because I wasn't aware about that. Wait, you saying that it
Yeah.
was supposed to be?
Yeah.
Almost? That's crazy.
Yeah. Like, I didn't know that today the moon would just be entering Taurus right when we do this. Melissa Smith, you need to
I
chill.
love it. Oh my God, I love it. What did he say? What
What
happened?
happened?
Oh,
Oh,
I said,
Melissa's like, oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, no, no. I was saying, wow, that's crazy. I didn't even know. I didn't
Melissa's
even
like,
know. And even the numerology, everything, the planet, everything right now is crazy.
it is. Yeah.
And I told you 24th is a special number for me because it's a confirmation number for my spirits. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's really
Yeah.
crazy.
Actually, yeah. This was before I knew you had a 24-degree moon. So like that's like the actually
And
that's more interesting.
you pick the date of the 24th. I say, look, choose a date during the week. You say the 24th. I was like, what the what the fuck?
What degree
I
is
checked.
what degree is your Venus and Mars, if you don't mind? Since K Martin wants to call me out. That's straight.
Well, my Venus is in Sagittarius and it's on 24th, 24th
Oh
degrees.
wow. There's 24 likes on this video right now.
Hey, I can't. Stop, I can't. I know they're all here anyway. My spirit, everybody's here. I know. That's why I feel better actually.
That's why I appreciate Sagittarius magic. It's just like it's just open for everyone to see. It's really amazing. It's undeniable actually. So it's really cool. Really cool.
And which
Wow.
one you wanted to? You say Venus in Sagittarius, and which one you asked?
Mars.
Mars in Virgo
Yeah. Okay, where your Saturn
at
is.
1 degree. My
One.
Saturn is
Oh,
in.
so you swear. Is your Saturn 1 degree too?
My Saturn is in Virgo at 25 degrees.
Oh, so your Saturn trines your moon. Oh, we got Saturn trine Saturn. That's interesting. So yeah, that Sun square moon is interesting, fellow Mars and Virgo, like Chad. Chad, please comment in the chat too. Would you say both of your experiences of like Sun square Mars is like you're wild and free, but like the Mars and Virgo still has you act analytically, like you still know how you're not just going to do anything, like you know how to be
It's a
free, but you
secure
also
freedom. It's a secure freedom. Nobody
wow,
can
that's
understand that. Nobody
that's amazing.
understand that. This secured,
Yeah,
feeling good, still having what we want, the stability, some kind of, something that tell us like, shut up now, stop being a kid. 1 second, do this and that, and then free again.
that's amazing.
I know. That's how I feel about it. I don't know about the people here. I don't see the chat. I don't know how I can do it.
You don't see the chat?
No, I wish I could read too.
Okay, well,
I'm so
do you want me to
bad with this. Oh, I
you
see
have the
it.
link?
Okay. I
Beautiful.
stopped being dumb. I just saw it. Yeah. Here we
Oh,
go.
you have Jupiter and the North Node
All
in
this time
Virgo
I didn't.
too.
Yeah.
That's
You
beautiful.
know all that? You so I don't know about astrology that much. You're teaching me everything
Yeah,
right now. So I'm like,
if I know your Saturn sign, then I'll know your age. I'll know what year you're born. So it's amazing because like sometimes you ask, especially women, like their birthday, and like they're not going to be comfortable telling you the year if they feel like they're too
I
old.
see it.
So men, here's an advice: like don't ask them the year, ask them what their Saturn sign is,
So
and
how
then
old am I?
okay, so I would say you were born in 79, which
Yes.
is amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
The best. Yeah. 79. The best time.
Which is which is something that's amazing about Sagittarians because y'all don't age. Like y'all look so young. I wouldn't say you look
Yeah.
like I almost thought you were on it. I'm not trying to like flatter you, but I would have thought you were in your like early 30s, late 20s, which
I
is pretty
like it. We
cool.
can keep that. We can pretend, all day. No problem. Well, I have no problem. But I really don't mind to say my age, actually. I think I'm blessed and I'm happy about it.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And I'm, as especially with both of us having cap moons, I feel like cap moons feel more. We age like fine wine. So it's like the older we are,
Wait. How old are you? You
how
age like fine. Like you're acting like you're 40. What? How old are you? Because I'm 40. You cannot act like me if you're not.
touche. I mean, I have a gray
Yeah.
hair. I have gray
Oh, yeah,
hair.
I forgot. Yeah, you find out last week. Yeah, I know.
But yeah,
I can.
I,
Yeah, no.
I'm turning 30 next year. I'm 29, so I
Yeah,
guess
you look younger. You do.
I
Even
do
with the
every time.
beard, you still look. Don't take it off. You're gonna be a baby.
Even
You're
with
gonna
the
look like a baby.
even with the beard, whenever I like try and get alcohol, they're just like, "How old are you?" And I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" Like, if I did cut off the beard, I'd look 14 again. This is always how it
Just show
was.
them
So
next time. You say, "Look, see that gray hair here?
see it right here. Yes,
I have the
it's
age
someone.
required." Yeah,
So I mean,
yeah.
it is what it is. But
It's
yeah.
good.
Are those tarot cards you have on you?
Yeah,
Oh, that's awesome.
always, always. I don't
Could
know.
could you pull a random card? Well, not a right. Could you pull a card for us? See what we have.
I can do
No.
two even. I'm gonna do an oracle card and one card.
Yay.
Let's do it.
Dun, dun. That's so interesting. Like you said you're probably going to be leaving California, and if you leave next year, you might be leaving when I'm coming in, which is I've been noticing that theme a lot. Like people kind of coming in as people leave, locally, non locally. I feel like that's such a good
A lot of them.
omen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A lot of people go back home right now. A lot of people are going back home also.
that's so
I
true.
feel like it, like some kind of like going back to the source somehow, or in
Yeah.
travel, like meaning like Egypt, or like meaningful travel.
Hmm.
So for me, it's never one card because for me, the energy of the collective is what's behind my deck. So I
Oh,
have to, okay?
yeah.
So right now it's making a choice and having faith, all right? And the
Yeah,
energy is transformation. So people want to the change. They want the change. They feel it. That's the
yeah.
two cards I had. So I don't know if you wanna.
That's beautiful. It literally looks like awakening. Like The Two of
Yes.
Swords is being initiated to release, and then Judgment is like awakening uh, some type of energy. I think it's great that you did both.
Spirituality. Yeah. Awakening to
Yeah,
spirituality, I think a lot.
especially
Like you
for
say, initiation, it feels like some people getting initiated a lot too.
oh yeah, that for sure. Shout out to Spellsy. He sent me a bootleg copy. I mean, he sent me a link to watch The Men in Black International, which was an amazing movie.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the dynamic between Leo and Aquarius, but or Libra and Leo. But
Oh,
yeah, so beautiful cards. How long have you had that deck?
this one is my first one. It's been a year.
Beautiful. Okay.
Yeah.
And so you
Behind the
call your
deck.
that's the end of the day. Yes. Yes. That was so good. That was so good. I'm actually a lot more excited now. Thank
Yeah.
goodness. Wow.
Sorry, I
So
cut you all
like
the time. I'm so sorry. I stopped.
no, it's all good. It's all good. Sometimes I get excited. I know your YouTube channel is K Labs Tarot. So what inspired you to create that channel and go on your journey?
Actually, I went on my journey in January, beginning of January, when actually the new moon was in Capricorn, and everybody started to go to their passion or change, their way. I feel there was a big change at that time somehow, and I feel like I did the same. So I show off on Instagram first. I went live the first day. I say, look, that's what I do now. I went live and I say, ask me your question, and that's how I train.
Mm,
But I've been pushed. They told me just show to the world what you're doing. It's time for you to show off to the world what you're doing. And I'm like, the world? What do you mean? I say, well, the most people I know is on Instagram. So I went on Instagram and I did lives. That was the first time I did read to people I really don't know and all that. Without no
wow.
picture, no name, no nothing. Just like that. And then
That's beautiful.
it's been like maybe a month or two that I've been on YouTube. It's just because they told me to go on YouTube and it start to go into my journey and get paid also.
Hmm.
Starting to make it my business. So I'm like, yeah, I'm down because I love what I'm doing. That's my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's it. That's the only. Well, because YouTube, I don't know. I don't know how to react to people. So sometimes I'm not sure.
Oh, I forgot you said you got an Oracle card for us too. That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the Oracle card.
And one thing that you said that was also awesome was that you were drawn to California to kind of start, and that's kind of what happened with me. Like I technically, I mean, I was doing YouTube videos as Clearsight, but the Peace Dealer really as a channel took off when I was in California. I wouldn't say take off, but that was when I started really like walking the path. So I
How
definitely
long?
agree. California place. Um, I was only here for like a few months, like like January to about May, and I went back to El Paso because I had to finish up some comma there. But now I'm making my way back to Cali, ironically. So
Really?
yeah.
When? If
Well,
I'm not gone, you have to say hi because.
oh, absolutely. We'll do a video together, and
Oh shit, we're gonna return the world.
wow, I was in Koreatown.
Mooncat. Oh, Koreatown. Yeah, me too.
Mm.
I was close. I was living very close from downtown, Koreatown. I was downtown, but the limit Koreatown before.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Okay, that's a beautiful card. So I have this one. This is the fourth ray of harmony. The
Wow.
number on it is 6. Balance, harmony, stability.
Could you
Numerology
raise
stuff.
it a little higher?
Yeah.
A little higher, and
Oh,
even
let me see. Maybe it's the lightweight.
yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
wait,
there
wait.
we go. Now I can see.
Maybe it's better. Here we go.
Perfect. Perfect.
All right.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah. I'm
Wow.
gonna read real quick just the first paragraph if you want to,
Okay.
or unless you wanna do an intuitive first. You?
Oh, well, I'm glad you asked that, because the first thing that came to mind um, is, the sacred space within you that only you can enter and like unlock your potential, or connect with your spirit. And I love how it's through the heart.
Wow.
Yeah, with the infinity there. And then of course the mind is also another portal, it looks like. So yeah, I've always been wondering how it is to get in and access that, and it looks like it's the heart. So
Yeah. Because
yeah.
love is the key. You remember DJ Khalid? Sorry, I'm used
Yeah,
to it, but it's true.
love is the key. That's very true.
Wow, I love what you said. I'm seeing everything right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna read it real quick, or you feel other thing, or there's something else.
I think that's all for it. And if, of course, harmony. So
Yeah.
perhaps there's a great balance. I love that too, since it's number 6, which is the numerology of balance, or step
Yeah.
astrology numbers.
So
Yeah.
it say the fourth ray of harmony comes to you now with the qualities of beauty, harmony, and balance. It empowers you to complete a spiritual initiation. Any conflict you experience now serves your divine purpose. It will eventually become the fuel you need to be born anew. Something negative will be transformed into something positive. The Archangel Gabriel helps you to receive the blessings of the fourth ray of harmony now. That's it. I mean,
The
it's a
archangel.
long, yeah.
Nice.
Archangel Gabriel. Yeah. And these two, that's the energy, which is the third ray of creative intelligence. So 3 and 6, I feel like
Yeah.
there is a lot of people connecting body, mind, and soul, wanting stability, harmony, and all that. A lot of transformation. What do you think?
I love all the butterflies. That's been a huge theme for me. Butterflies for sure. And creative intelligence. I think that has everything to do with Leo season, getting ready to like bless us all with greater courage and more desire to express our creative intelligence. Like so many of us have talents that we're ready to see we had even better than we thought we had. So I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
Shout out to Goddess Essence Energy. We seem to be on the same page here. Thank you so much. That's damn. Like we're just getting started and you already pulled like such amazing cards for us.
Yeah, it's amazing. I'm gonna read you that one too, just because, just in case, to see what they say.
Thank you. Yeah.
The third ray of creative intelligence brings the gift of practical spirituality and develops the talent for grounding inspired creativity into the world. Yeah, it's manifesting stuff, I guess. Manifesting your talent, like you said. It empowers your manifestation. It empowers your manifestation. This ray brings many gifts, including new ideas and the practical support needed to bring them to life. The ability to organize, make connections and network and synthesize information from various sources into a coherent whole. Archangel Samuel helps you receive this gift from the universe with love and intelligence. Yeah. So it feels like people who are on their life path is gonna pay on their life path and are trying to manifest something. It's gonna pay. It's about to happen. It looks like,
Yeah.
yeah, everything you said. There is the bell ringing. What is-
Oh, no way. Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
like the front doorbell. If no one's there,
All
it's an
right.
angel who rang it.
So that's it.
So
Yeah. Pretty cool.
so let's get to what you wanted to channel. Now I'm even more excited about this activation you were speaking of. Could you mention more about it?
Yeah. So let me see. First, I have to explain that what I'm going to say at one point is going to be like an activation. It's about a pact.
Yes.
Your ancestors, my ancestors have been contacted by your ancestors pretty much to all that are watching right now. Okay. So they gave me an activation pact from you to them. So of course, this is for entertainment. Don't do it whatever in your car and stuff like that. All right, you know.
Mhm.
Okay. Also, but before that, for those who's gonna do it later, those who are here right now, it's fine. Do not worry, it's all good. But for those who want to do it later, what it'd be nice for you to do, it's to sage your home, sage your place where you sleep and all that, sage yourself. Take a shower, wash your hair, try to be pure when you do it, and put some white underwear. Don't put clothes underwear. You understand why later. And I know like people are going to say, yeah, you're crazy, the ancestors, you cannot be naked, whatever. It's not naked, you wear underwear. They haven't seen you doing every kind of stuff, don't worry.
White underwear?
White underwear, yeah.
Okay.
Or like, for purity.
Yeah.
And then they said, oh yeah, if you have a white candle, light it up, right? Just feel like try to purify your home and yourself first. That would be nice. If you have holy water, put that in a bowl, in a small bowl. Put the water. You're gonna use it to put it in your hand and do certain stuff. I'm gonna tell you. I don't know. I've never done that. I don't know, guys. But that's what it is. So let's do it.
So
So
you're
that's
saying
the
you're
yeah.
saying you want us to do this like after the talk, like
Yeah,
anytime.
well, yeah.
Okay.
It's just like your ancestors, and I wrote it because your ancestors know that you are confused, but they are also happy how so many of you are starting to believe, trust, and listen to them. The work you have done will pay. Yes, like they acknowledge it, okay? And I don't know why, but at that time I saw what came to my mind was Oshun. So Oshun is going to be is happy about the
Oh,
work you're doing, in the sense where she was very pissed on, because she represents love, self-love, love, everything, and she was pissed on how people put her on the side, just like the
oh,
story of the Oshiotura, the story about, how the god came on the planet and they put Oshun on the side. So she went to take, she took a sit back and she was like, okay, you don't need me. And they realized that they needed her. So they went
oh,
to, I mean, they realized something was wrong,
yeah.
right? They were like, we don't need her, right? Obatala, Ogun, all that, right? And
Wow.
they went to Olodumare to say, hey, what's wrong? You told us to come and to do that. We all here. And Olodumare said, no, no, someone is missing here. So then they have a conversation. Oshun's
Wow.
coming. Oshun comes and she said, well, so they had to apologize. And and that's exactly what we're doing right now. That's exactly her
That
story,
is,
kind of.
yeah, it's the story I've heard. I haven't really heard all the stories. The only story I heard, I don't really say this a lot, but I've been initiated in like Palo Mayombe, which is like the darker version of all this, as
Mm-hmm.
they say. This one
Mm-hmm.
is more Congo. And I know I'm Iho de Zarabanda, which is like Ogun and I guess the equivalent of Yamaya or Oshun. But like The story I was told was about how Ogun basically got fed up, and he was like, you know what, screw civilization, I'm just gonna leave. And like, you know, since he ruled technology, nothing started working anymore. Like things kind of started going awry. And Oshun was the one who went to the forest and kind of danced and really, well, I'm not only going to say dance, but just kind of like convinced him to come back into civilization. And Oshun kind of like saved everyone. So that is a story I've heard about her, which is really.
That's crazy. Yeah, I didn't know this story neither. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so I don't know, like whatever, if you guys want to do it later, it doesn't, yeah, it may take a bit, I mean, not so long, it's a lot of writing, but yeah. Or we can do it on my channel or later or whatever. You tell me.
The activation?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so can we do it? Could we actually do it now? Like we can go through it. So everything we go through, then I guess you would want us to do later when we have like the stuff we need, basically.
Yeah. If you want, no, the people who are here right now, it's gonna be good. Even if you dress in red, it's okay. Because you here right now, it's for especially for you actually. That is writing right, you know. So yeah.
Let's do it right now then.
Yeah. You don't have to dress in white. No, don't worry.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
I like to dress like.
Yeah, you whatever you want to do. So maybe you want to listen to it and see if you want to do it later. You know, to see if it's if it works with you, maybe. But you know.
That'll be perfect.
All right. So I'm gonna just do that, right? So I'm gonna start. Okay. All right.
Awesome.
So first, Ashe to all the Orishas, Ashe to all your spirits, guides, the known and the unknown, Ashe to all of you, okay? That's what your ancestor want to bring to you, your power, your Ashe. Okay. Let me take some time. At this right moment, you will only hear my voice, knowing that my voice is the one of your ancestors. Believe it. Your ancestors send me a pact that you will make between you and them. It's not only one ancestor, it's many. They've always been behind you.
Wow.
Take 3 deep breaths. While visualizing you and your ancestors in circle around you, circling you. Feel their power, visualize a light coming from them. Each of them have a different light: red, green, blue, brown, gold, silver, pink, purple, and on and on. A rainbow of colors covered by a bright white light. Start to breathe that light while doing so, breathe in and out that light with a natural rhythm. Yeah, take back your natural rhythm and breathe that light. Breathe that light. That oneness light is for you. You are now one with your ancestors. This light is for you to recover, heal, succeed, but mainly to connect or reconnect with them. Now you can open your eyes, but you have to stay calm because it's almost over, but not yet. All right? I just want to know how you feel about this first. If you breathe the light, you should feel better. If you can visualize the light and all those colors covered by a bright light, it feels very good and powerful. You have to feel yourself from that power because it's yours. So now the message for you, it's the pact. Okay. Understand that once your pact is validated by both, you will have to be loyal to your ancestor by leading your life the right way. Okay. And the homework to connect regularly with yourself, because you are your ancestor and they are you. Okay. So you will have to say, I'm going to ask, do you accept? You say yes or you disconnect. Okay. If you say yes, here is the pact. This is the message I got as a download. Dear loved one, I am you, you are me. I am acknowledging your work. Your face need to become greater and our connection reinforced. I am here for you. Shh. Quiet your mind and listen. Today, 24th of July, 2019, I'm offering you to make a pact with us. We are bloodline, but not only. We are the wise, the powerful, the one trying to upgrade in the other realm. The same way you are trying to upgrade in your realm. We are your ancestors, known and unknown, that have been trying to guide you. We are conscious of the generational karmic situation or mindset you are in, but you are the strong one, the chosen one, to clear it all, and we are craving to help you to fix it. It is time to work together. This is a real partnership we are here for. So we will respect your boundaries, but will you listen? Say yes or disconnect. Will you ask for help? Say yes or disconnect. Will you listen even if the answer is not the one wanted? Say yes or disconnect. Will you train to silence your mind so we can connect? Say yes or disconnect. Will you think of us in a bad and good time? Say yes or disconnect. Are you ready to take back your power, which include ours, and think of us as one? Say yes or disconnect. The last step, take some holy water in your hand, okay? Or it can be seawater, whatever you have, blessed water. You put it in your hand, or if you don't have that, you can place only your hand on your chest. Your left hand on your chest, on your heart, and your right hand on your front head. Take a deep breath, full of love, hope, and faith. Then, if you have the water, put it on your neck. If not, put your hand on your neck and bend your head. And take a deep breath full of power, insights, groundness, and wisdom. Now take more water. Wait. Yeah, take the water on both hands, cover your neck, and take a breath of humility, courage, strength, and balance. Now to validate the pact, say yes out loud. That's it.
Yes.
Yes. It was longer. I'm sorry.
No, it was beautiful. That was quite amazing.
I don't know. That's what I got.
And so this will be here. So if anyone wants to watch it later, they can just come here and just do it whenever. I think that was awesome.
Yeah, and if they want to, they can dress like I told them. It can just maybe be more powerful, the white and the candles and all that, to bring up spirit and to activate. So yeah.
That's beautiful. That was super awesome. Thank you so much once again. Like the My favorite part was when you said quiet your mind. I could hear the ancestors talking to you like, pay attention, Gemini. But yeah,
I really don't
that's
know what they
and
mean. I don't know all this. I never had that before. I don't know if
Daisy.
it's legit or not, if it sounds crazy or not. I have no idea, but that's what
It
I got.
doesn't sound crazy. It sounded like really. So Daisy asked you, did you channel all of this?
Yes, all of this, but I had to write it straight away, and that's why it doesn't sound the same. Because when I channel, it just come like it's very straight, and but
Yeah.
then when I do it later, it's just different, you know.
Someone had commented that this is real because uh, right as you told us to breathe in, they were already starting to breathe deeply. So that was also a
Oh,
really good confirmation. And I
nice.
mean, what are the odds that, it's 1 degree Leo and you're 1 degree Sagittarius activating this for us? So, I mean, that's just profound. Nothing surprises me at this point anymore, but still,
Mhm.
it's still like very awesome. I'll say that. So, I mean, thank you so much. This is really honestly, I'm almost at a loss for words because now I'm excited to see what's going to happen moving forward. This is just what I didn't even know I needed. I'm personally getting back into tapping into the ancestors too. So this came like right on time, which is super awesome.
Yeah, I try to redo it more quietly, maybe with more like meditation voice on my channel. Maybe if you guys, if I don't know how I sounded, I would have to watch your video, or I leave it to you. It's good.
That's no problem. And
Yeah.
like, yeah, if you we I have the link to your YouTube channel down below, K-Labs Tarot. So make sure you guys subscribe. I would totally look forward to seeing that on your channel and doing it again too.
Yeah,
But
I'm gonna do nicely with African music and stuff. I think I want to put some music or
that's what
something. We'll
that's
see.
yeah.
And it's
So
for everybody, and it's not for black people. It's for everybody. Don't act that way. Huh? Okay. I just
right. Oh,
use all
this
kind of
African.
tools. Yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful. No, that's really beautiful. It's kind of like share. Wow. So yeah, everyone watching, I would be very mindful. Like within the next 2-3 hours, this is a very powerful activated energy, very magical too. So I'll be very, very. Thank you, Dustin Brad, for subbing to her. I'll be very interested to see what happens, right? And also what signs you get because the ancestors definitely don't play. That's one of the forces I notice are like super active, just like ready to help, ready to kind of like organize. You know what I mean? You'll become an ancestor one day too. So I think that's very interesting.
Oh
To
yeah. Yeah, but they say you can set boundaries. They will respect your boundaries. So if they give you too much signs, you can say, hey, 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 calm down.
calm
Because it
down.
happened and that can drive you crazy. It happened. You know that. You know it.
Oh yeah. They love driving me crazy. I feel like I'm in a whole sci-fi movie, and it's like, okay, Lissy is like, we can do that. Yes, Lissy, you can. You can.
Yeah. Yeah, because you know what? It's been like, let's say I'm 40 years old, okay? Almost. It's been 40 years maybe they try to connect with me. I don't know how many times they're trying to connect with you guys. And now you open the communication, you answer the phone. You're like, hey, you know, and they're like, well, they're gonna call you all the time, all the time, all the time. You have to be like, hey, you can only call me after this hour. It's over. You know,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's amazing.
be
So
funny.
and wow. So before we get into the 3 questions game, is there anything else you'd like to share? Normally, I'd ask a question, but is there anything that comes to mind? No, I feel like this flowed really well. It didn't even feel like an hour passed, but like definitely. Do you feel like you sense? And this is vague and a bit loaded of a question, but what personally do you sense when it comes to like the shifting frequency of people? Personally, I've kind of felt like this once Cancer season ended, like there was just like this eerie, dark feeling. Like not everyone made it through alive spiritually. Like their heart still beats, their brain still processes, but it's like they were just so hurt through this. Like they don't even have motivation. Like they lost a part of themselves. So like, what do you feel perhaps about that? Hopefully you've seen the opposite. Maybe you've seen more people full of life than ever. So I'm kind of interested in your perception.
Yeah, somehow, yeah. Actually, that's exactly what you said. I see the opposite to me. I mean, I see the death, the tower moment people are obviously, going through, but I see it as an awakening, and for me, it's beautiful because this is 2019, the year of change. We know that,
True
so
that.
that's changes that need to be done. And I've heard also that there's 12 cycles or 13 cycles are about to get done soon. The cycle of purification.
Yeah.
So it's amazing. If there is a big death right now, it means we're on the good road. So me, I see it very positively.
Yeah.
If there is a lot of death, I mean, when I say death, you understand like rebirth,
Yeah.
spiritually. Yeah. I mean,
Speak,
I feel a
speak.
lot of people open to spirituality. No, don't you think so?
Yeah. Oh, there's so no. That's a really good question. You know what I'm saying? I think people are opening up to spirituality for good and bad reasons. I think some people are opening up to spirituality because they're suffering through mental disorders, and they really now don't have any other it's like I've noticed a lot of people are opening up to spirituality reluctantly, like they didn't choose to, but like they're being led there, which is really interesting.
Yeah.
And then of course for people who are into it too, and I feel like anyone who is into it has already kind of entered, like we kind of entered in first to like help prepare the way, which is just so ironic because like there's no respect outside of people within the field that know what's up. I just think like if you are a part of this authentically, you are revolutionary. Like you're definitely steady and fighting for change, which is great. And speaking of death, you know what I mean? When I was watching Men in Black International last night, I thought that was interesting where one of the agents wanted to issue like a code 13, which is like
13.
instant,
Yeah.
which instant termination, and that's the death card in tarot. So I was like,
Yes.
okay, they purposely like mirror these things, which is really interesting.
And all
Um,
those swipes, like forget the
yes,
past. Yeah, forget. Like there is a lot of meanings with this too. There is so many. I need to see that movie again.
the
Let's
new
see.
one, right?
The old one and the new one. I need to go to the. Yeah, I need to see that.
I got to see it again too. I haven't. It's interesting because the first one I ever saw was Men in Black 3. Then I saw 2, and I haven't even seen 1 yet. So I still got to see it. The
Wow,
one that's coming
how do
out.
you do
Yeah,
that?
I am crazy, right? Like, yeah, that one was really interesting. Which was a trip because in 3, like they go back to the past or something like that, if not 2. So I almost felt like I was watching it in like the true order or something. But other than that, yeah, let's play the 3 questions game. We'll take turns asking each other questions. And yeah, you can start first.
No. Start first. Start first.
You want me? Okay, there you go. That's new one. All right, so my my first question for you is, if there was and this isn't really a serious question, but like if there was one zodiac sign that you could like go in a room and fight or like set things straight with, what zodiac sign would that be? Even if it's like a moon sign or a sun sign. So it's not like a sign that you hate, but like maybe one that's just very challenging. And if you could like settle all those challenges right now,
The
and
most
that,
challenging for me.
yeah, maybe the answer could be there's no sign that's like that, or maybe there's like one sign that's like, okay, we need to settle our differences for sure.
Yeah, no, there is a few. I mean, it's funny. I love every sign. I really do. I get
Yeah,
along with everybody, but anybody too earthy, and maybe Cancer sometimes. Cancer, Leo, and when it's too earthy, I'm like, look, you cannot just be like this and like that. Like, come on, where is the joy? You know, that's all. But I don't really know. I don't see. I'm really cool, peace and love. Really, yeah. Wasn't a good question for you. Right?
One down.
Did it happen to you to choose your people like by their zodiac signs? People around you?
Oh, did I choose the friends I
Sometimes?
have?
Yeah, or people do you bring in your Chanel? Like, yeah.
Oh, that's such a good question. So like I feel like I lack the attention span to do that, but I don't do that. I feel like I I find out the zodiac sign. Like if I was to date anyone, if I was to like bring in a guest, if I was to have a friend, I find out the zodiac sign after I met them, and then be like, oh, so that's how this works. But I'll never really go up to someone and be like, oh, this is your sign. Okay, man. Like if I knew that beforehand because I just knew, I'll incorporate it. But and that's such a good question because I'm pretty sure some people do this, even if unconsciously. I know this has been happening to me for so long. Like when I talk to people and I ask their sign and then they ask my sign and I say I'm a Gemini, they literally walk away. They're just like, okay. I mean, they're a joke too, but even though it's a joke.
Don't you think it'd be fun, like to like, let's say you invite two people on your, or two or three people on your channel, and you know all their signs and birth date or whatever, and then you put a subject that you know all of them gonna be like, you know, it's gonna be around it, interesting, not fight because, you know, but you know that it will be kind of fun, no? Would you do it?
It would be very fun. I actually do want to do that. I've kind of done that because it wasn't like specifically about sign, but I knew their signs, so I knew that they would definitely kind of come through with that. But other than that, like, but that was. But I'm glad you asked because I definitely do want to do that. I want to definitely like start archetypalizing, like not once again, not like if it's to not to screen people, right? Not to see, oh, this is, but like to definitely play off that
energy. To see like the view of everybody and how they go around, and you know it because you know their sign's gonna do that.
In fact, I might even do like a game show where like I'm the only one that knows the sign, and like you kind of have to guess their sign based off of this.
I have a good idea for you. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
You can do that. People can guess the sign. That's a good idea too. I think I like it. But before the show starts, it's only you and you predict what's gonna happen, just knowing the three signs around the subject.
Oh, and then I can write it down like on a piece of paper, and then let the show go.
Yeah. You can do that. I watch every day. I pay for it. I pay to watch the show. Yes.
You take the paper out. Cancer is gonna talk about this at some point in the show. Virgo.
Oh, you do a video. You do even a small video before, like, you know, small video, like, so I predict that Cancer is going to do this and that and that, and then you go away and they come in and then it'd be so much fun.
That would be
so much fun. Yeah.
Just check out everything that was right. That's genius. All right, so my second question for you is, especially as a Sagittarius rep at the goddess level, right, with the Cap Moon, what is like your go-to celestial entity? What like goddess or energy has really been like reaching out to you, or you've been connecting with a lot stronger?
That's interesting. Well, I'm very connected to the moon and to the sea and the sun. Those three.
Okay.
It's I always speak to the stars and the moon, always, every day. Doesn't matter full moon or not. The sun, I need it all the time. So I know that one goddess, Oshun, I had a problem for a long time with it because I don't know, I wasn't accepting Oshun somehow for a long time,
You,
but it's
you
not
said,
because
I'm so sorry. Like, isn't that amazing? Like, that's literally just like the story you told us about how they put her on the side, and like, that's so amazing.
yeah. And like, if you look at me before, because you can see the contract, because that's what we do at first. When you don't know yourself, you contradict yourself. Your
Yeah.
appearance doesn't match who you are, right?
Mm.
So I was looking very like Oshun, like I was a model, so basically.
Mm.
So yeah, the beauty, the love, I was nice, but I wasn't accepting it really. But yeah, but now I'm totally with it, and pneumonia, Yemaya.
Yeah, my yes.
Yeah, and yeah, completely the mother of, yeah, of the sea. Yes, 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 yes. I love, I love. But to tell you the truth, you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel all of them. That's why I cannot choose. I feel all of them, and I call whoever I need when I need it. It's like the zodiac signs, right? You are all the zodiac signs, right? You call your power. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's how I feel really about it. I don't want to choose one. It's like, right now strongly it's, yeah, Yemaya and Oshun, I guess.
That's cool.
Oshun to thank her because she's been put on the side. She hasn't been acknowledged by anybody,
Yeah.
and she's coming back strong. It's not over, but she's coming back strong. And Nemaya, because she's healing everybody with the water right now. She's purifying you. Oh, sorry. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, but yeah, she has this healing power, and I think she's taking care of us. It's funny because Yemaya to me, because I know it depends on people. I don't know much. I'm not initiated. I've never been initiated on my. That's all I know stuff. That's it. But I think Yemaya is the mother of Oshun. Some people say they're sisters, but
I
to me,
think
I feel like she's the mother.
I agree
Yeah,
too. I totally agree.
yeah. She feel like that, And it's funny that those two girls, that's how I feel about it right now. Like, that's about those two goddess, mother and daughter. I like that.
Mhm. Which makes
Lot
sense
of.
if Yamaya is like the ocean and Oshun is the river would be daughter of the ocean. I would believe because the river comes from the ocean,
Makes
which is
sense.
interesting too. I wouldn't feel like someone like you ever needs to be initiated because I feel like you're the one initiating us. I feel like you embody this goddess energy anyway. So it's like you're probably sister to the Orisha. So they're not going to look at you like, oh, you need to service. They're like, oh, hey, it's you. Thank
Very
you.
funny. I like
Which is
Elekwa and Legba, and sometimes you remind me him. That's who you are. You open
Ele-
the door. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. You one of them. You many of them.
When I
You
did the
always in red and black too. That's
yeah,
funny.
it's crazy when I did the peace talk with Arana that day. She was talking to me about how like someone stole her car and like when she got her car back, it was a bunch of like change in it and cigars and how it was Elegua who basically had her car and whatever. And like right as she was telling that story, I was only wearing red and black. And then I walk back to my apartment room. I walk back to my apartment, and my neighbor is looking at me wearing red and black. And I was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, wow, what are you doing?
Exactly. I saw you doing an activation because I did it with you. It was an activation. I don't remember, for one of the full moon, I think. And you were in red too. I think I wrote like you look like Elekwa. It's true. You know. I like it. You open the door with like a kid, but it's
Yeah.
real doors. It's real doors, guys.
No, definitely true.
Yeah.
So I think we're on round 2. I just
Sorry.
asked you questions, so it's your turn. No, totally
I
fine.
did. Oh, another question.
Yeah. What was the second one you asked?
I did. I don't know. I asked you about first if you the people with the zodiac signs,
Yeah.
and then what? Yeah, I did two already. Let me find a third one. A good
Are
one.
you sure? I think you just did one.
You think so?
Yeah, I think it was just the
Okay.
you asked. Unless I'm wrong.
No, okay. I do two more. Um, hmm. Is are you? It's really. Can I ask you personal question? You
Any
don't mind?
question. That's totally fine. I like the
So do you? Yeah. No, I mean, do you plan to also to expand to something different in spirituality? Because you do a lot of astrology, you know a lot of many things. You do ritual and all that. Do
yeah.
you plan to I don't know. Yeah, to expand to something else, use other tools maybe. To consider to use different tools in the future.
Yeah, I think your question is so timed well. First of all, like I love personal questions. I love the questions that make me uneasy too, and almost
Good.
oh crap, can I answer that? Like I love that. So, but yeah, yesterday I just got a EIN for mystical illumination. So I've been kind of reporting with my social security, but I'm officially getting an S corporation. And I'm also getting LLC for a record label, Supernatural Music Group.
Congratulations. That's what we like. That's what we like. Motivation, inspiration. Yes.
So next year I'm going to start signing artists. I hope to sign myself next year. That was supposed to be a surprise, but it's
Ouch, I
definitely in
fuck it
the
up.
works.
That's what I do. Yeah.
It's totally fine.
Yeah.
I what I'm doing right now is starting with astrology. Like I'm finishing the moon sign series. I've been saying that forever, but writing the production of how I'm gonna like put the videos out. And right when I like kind of finish the basic astrology and before we have like the online classes, I definitely also want to have playlists for like numerology, palmistry, Reiki, just
Oh,
kind of go
cool.
through free material, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, it's a spiritual, I hate to say spiritual now, but mystical, more occult
Yeah.
library of knowledge that people can basically like see if they don't want to pay someone. And it's like they don't have to look so hard to find the information. It'll be accessible. But after that, because I realized early on, this isn't really my destiny. Like I at some point, I kind of always knew like astrology isn't it for me. Which is weird. Like people look at me and be like, "Oh, he's just such an astrology nerd." Like that's all he's. But it's like, no, astrology is in order for me to step into my destiny, which is more like magical in nature. I have to understand astrology because astrology is the language to understand these themes. If if my ancestors and spirit guides were to tell me off the bat, like, oh yeah, you're supposed to go into the ninth heaven and like interact with higher celestial beings. I didn't even know what a celestial being was until astrology. Aquarius, it's Aquarius that taught me about the wisdom of celestial. So it's like that's just an example, you know what I'm saying? So it definitely I'm definitely wanting to branch out more into life coaching and more clinical case study and like real work. I think I'm ready for like
Totally.
the
Totally. Oh yeah.
nonprofit sector. Yeah. That's such
Oh
a big
yeah. That's so you. That's so you. It sounds like you.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It does.
Yeah, actually, and after I get all that out the way, what I really want to do for this channel is to start doing like sitcoms, like original content where like you'll see a show about. I mean, this isn't the most original idea, but you'll see a
Don't
show.
say nobody. Don't tell nobody.
Oh, you're
Don't
right. You're right. You're right. You're
don't
right.
tell nobody
Yeah,
yet.
you're the
Don't
same.
don't don't don't.
But yeah,
It's
definitely.
very random, people. No inspiration. It's gonna be.
Thank you. And that's the reason why I wanted to make this channel like an actual channel where it's like there's always a program running. People who have ideas, who have programs, they can get some time on this and put shows on here and it'll be like always something happening. So I'm building the channel,
Yeah.
mystical illuminations as well. And
Oh,
that's
I
very
didn't.
crazy.
That's why your email is mystic. Wait, so everybody can subscribe already to that channel?
Mystical Illuminations, yeah, it's a, I haven't promoted it, but it's available now. It's another chat. It's a channel that I'm gonna recruit people like yourself to kind of like kind of contribute original content, and we'll kind of move as a group and eventually have like conventions where I'll fly out speakers and
cool.
Yeah.
Convention and all that, really?
Looking forward to all that.
You going to conventions? Events like this, metaphysical, occult?
I haven't gone to as much as I should, to be honest. I still haven't hit up UAC. Outside of ones that we've thrown personally, like the only ones that I've done were ones that we've thrown in the High Vibe studio. But now I'm ready to like, now that I'm getting to a place where my channel and brand is like establishing, now I'm ready to like ambassador it and like go out and network, which is the most fun part. Networking is so extraordinary. So my final question for you is, what is the, I need to be careful how I word this, especially with this energy that's activated. What is the superpower that is activating for us right now? Oh, that's too vague. I want to say, what is like the intuitive, what is the next step moving forward, I would say, when it comes to unlocking our, I would say by now it's already unlocked, right? But what's the next step for, or piece of advice that you have for people who are now breaking through into this world that others feel is pseudoscientific, but is actually very real? And I ask for advice because some people are in that world, like they're seeing energies, they're seeing, you know, colors outside the spectrum they're not supposed to see. I know some people that can see music notes, they're hearing entities, but they're being made to feel like they're schizophrenic, or they're being made to feel like they're crazy. So what's advice for people in that world to kind of hold their foundation and to have confidence?
Well, it's going to be just, you know, accept it, use it, apply it, because all this is not craziness, it's guidance. And actually, I think that the changes here spiritually, what's next is like that people is going to start to believe and act like when things happen, it's going to be normal.
Yeah.
Some of them already like, oh, I had this intuition. Yeah, now I follow my intuition. Before I was like, before when I was listening to people, they were, oh, I had the intuition, but I didn't listen. Now they do. I hear them saying, yeah, my intuition told me that, so I did. And I was like, wow, yeah, that's a good sign. I'm like, yes, we're getting there. You know, it's good. You know, it has to become natural. And I think that's what we're going to.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
That's what I feel. Really so just use it in life. Accept and use it. Because accepting and looking at what your guidance is not so great.
Yeah.
You have to apply. True. Mostly after the activation I've done, it means like spirit's going to tell you. They're going to show you. They're going to tell you. They're going to put some message on your road. You're going to have songs that's going to tell you something in the car, and you're going to have to follow it without asking, with faith. That's faith. You know. Yeah. I think.
I agree. I think acceptance alone is such a huge deal. Like, you just totally got to be willing. And now we have one last question.
For you? So would you I'm not gonna ask you. Okay, let's say that. Would you go further in initiations? Get more initiated or more higher level in the other part? Because I know we do many different things. Like you say, you were initiated to a kind. Do you find, you know?
No,
Would you?
that's such an amazing question because that's been my hugest goal. Like my biggest desire is to just dedicate my life to this service, even if I have to sacrifice like a lot, and to just be that babalao, like to spend life, like to be that monk in the ashram that's like always being the gateway to the spirits and helping facilitate people. I want to do this more for a living. The only reason why I haven't, is it's really hard to find. It's not the easiest to find people who you can trust. I think I ran into certain people that I felt just wanted my money and would just kind of tell me, oh, I need this, I need that. So I'd be constantly paying them. So I just kind of fell back from that because I want to get super further initiated. Thankfully, my sister introduced me to some people that might help, but I've just been kind of wanting to be led personally, just to find the right people. And
Why don't you use your gift for it? Sorry.
that's a really good question. Yeah. Um, my gift as far as like initiate myself.
First of all, because that's what I'm gonna do. But I mean, to find someone who can teach you or initiate you, why don't you take their
Honestly,
first date?
I think I have, to be
Or throw
honest.
cards. I do it all the time.
I think it's just trust, because like I'll put the intention out there, and like so far 3 people have hit me up. I've had like 2 babalaos hit me up on Instagram, like, oh hey, like, you know, we're here for you. But I just don't trust. I just you know, I've never I just had so many. I've already had a couple bad experiences like a while ago, which is no excuse not to trust. But yeah, you're really right though. I mean, it's making me think humbly about this, because I didn't realize not trusting might be not trusting in my own gifts. And once again, like my sister just gave me a connect earlier. So, you know, if I'm serious about myself, I could at least try it out, because they're definitely aware of what we went through, and they're probably going to know that we have concerns. But yeah, I'm glad you asked that, because I am open to being deeper initiated. I want to get more. I want to get my Mano de Arula and really get more into Ifa and
if you become a babalao, you can initiate others.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
So you can initiate women too.
That's true.
So I be one. You already have a first one. Because it's very hard. I don't know how I mean, it's very hard, like you said, to trust someone that much.
It is. Yeah, it really is. So yeah. No, I would.
I'll be waiting.
All right, good to know. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah. And I feel like that would add a lot more, like, Hierophant energy, because right now I'm very magician card, like fly off the seat of my pants. Thank you, Mayal 7, and thank you, Melissa Smith. But now this religion will have a more structured Hierophant energy that's more orderly, and especially working with High Priestess, I feel you on that. I definitely feel like that. So yeah, thank you so much. This was an amazing peace talk. Thank you. Thank you. Glad to know we're twin souls and twin spirits, which sounds twin flamey, which is interesting.
It's funny.
And, yeah, do you have any? So, how can people reach you, and what services do you offer?
Well, I offer, tarot cards reading for now, and I don't know. I can do so many things. It's a little crazy. I'm trying to figure it out exactly. Like I can, I offer some work sometimes, like more like reversal and the cleansing. I can do that, but I don't do any more work because I need to study and go to Benin first.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and but that's it. Mostly tarot cards. I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah, as we've seen, that was amazing card you pulled.
Thank you.
And okay, so I do have your YouTube channel below, so make sure you guys hit her up. And also, Do you have any final word of advice for anyone walking the spiritual path, especially for the first time?
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. Well, but I'm straight. So first, whatever you want to do it. Don't ask nobody. Don't tell everybody that you want to do this, because maybe
Yeah.
the answer or the reflection you're gonna have is not what you want.
Yeah.
Okay. But also some people may, it happen all the time. They may tell you that it's not, they might not support you. So just do what you want. Believe. Don't think the card too much. Follow your intuition as much as you can, and yeah, you can study the card later. That's what I did. I went with my intuition first, and then I studied the card later to see the real meaning, because it's a long story. The cards are a long story.
Yeah.
So I needed to feel the card first. But then it's a long journey. There is a lot of protection moments. You're gonna have to protect yourself.
Yeah.
It's a lot of energy that's gonna be around you. Good or bad, they're gonna suck your energy. So it doesn't matter. You're gonna need to know how to protect
Yep.
yourself,
True that.
and that's it. Pretty much. Just do it. Have fun.
Have
Have fun
fun.
with it, and don't put you in the box. Don't put yourself in the box. Sorry, I have to say that, because people will be
Yeah.
like, oh, you do this, you do that. I do runes. I read smoke. I do my shells. I do everything. And even the way I do it, sometimes I know I go over the rules. Like I'm not supposed to. Like showing my
Yeah.
shells, I'm not supposed to. Like doing certain stuff, I'm not supposed to. Well, it's 2019. So now
Yeah. Right.
I will do what I do.
Yeah.
You know.
It's like you want to adhere to the guidelines, but you don't want to let them control you. I totally agree.
Yeah.
Very, very
And I
important.
want to
Yeah.
speak. I want to speak all your language. I don't want to be just like in the Catholic part or universe part or voodoo part. I want to speak to everybody, and you should do that too. If you do so, don't put yourself in a box. If you're white and you feel that African side, do it.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It doesn't matter.
Said
Do
like
it.
a transmutable sign. I love it. Love it. Very nice. So thank you so much
Yeah.
again,
Thank
Jordan.
you. Thank you
Guys, and
very much.
I think it's amazing how we're miraculously ending this call at like around 4:44. So that there's
Woo!
that.
Oh, I
And
like it.
yeah, you guys stay blessed as always, and peace out.